up, everyone? This is the Yorkshire Panda back on Enigmatica 6, and this is going to be a weird short episode. The recording that was going to upload today broke, and I lost the entire recording. It also means that the recording that's due to go up tomorrow will make no sense with what's been happened. So, to give you a quick recap, yes, we're looking at the jetpacks. That is on next episode. We're looking at the mining laser. That is also next episode. This episode, what I ended up doing in the episode that we lost is we completed the refined storage and we got further into Powah. So I'm just going to quickly go through what we did. We built a requester. This block here. What this does, I told it I want 64 uranite in my system at all times. Because I have a crafting recipe for uranite as part of the energizer, if my uranite stocks was to drop below 64, it will auto craft enough to get me back above 64. Easy as that. Means I can keep this system going, and I have got a lot of uranium because we have finally got the grinder, the actual mechanism set up working over here in our ender base, which is currently set to charge some of these up, but I don't actually have much charge in them yet because I haven't got these properly set up. This keeps kicking out oxygen. Oh yeah, because that's what outputting oxygen. So we just dump oxygen, only have hydrogen. That's got nothing in it. That's got nothing in it. Right. Get rid of all them again. Now I want blue output that side. And yeah, put these back. This is my infinite water supply using a ender tank with blue, which also helps feed this thing, which is our ultimate crafting ore processor, which processes everything, pumps it into an ender chest, goes back to my main base. Here, let's just put all these back again. Right. Am I missing a pipe somewhere, or does that just shorter than it used to be? Anyway, what I need is this to output. Yeah, output 1 blue. That needs water. Yeah, that's where one of the mechanical pipes come from. In. That's now full of water. Oh yeah, I remember this now. For some reason, my wireless energy were playing up. And these, because I kept them compact, supplied energy through here. So, works for this. For some reason, it just has a wobbly every now and again. You've just got to replace the pieces. Let's just use that for now. place it everywhere but the place I actually want to place it. There we go. So let's break this. Break those. Let's swap these both out for meiotic cables as well. Right. That. They've both got full energy. And that. Input. Output. No, not output side. You are... Where are you outputting from? Do you know, this is one of those wonderful things where you mess with something and then it stops working for some inexplicable reason. Oh, that's where the other pipe went. There. Export, import. There we go. So output to the right, and that needs to be the other way, doesn't it? Decondensating. Oh, condensating. So input, output. So this is working. But it's now deciding it doesn't want to export into the rotary condenser. This game genuinely confuses me sometimes. They're empty, these are empty, these are empty. Apart from there's 23 buckets of water in these pipes. So that has hydrogen. Do you know what? I hate this game sometimes. That should be working perfectly fine, and it is not. There we go. Outputting hydrogen into there. Right, there we go. I was looking at it all liquids. It's not. It's hydrogen gas it makes. The condensator turns it back into liquid. Oh. Sometimes it's the simplest things that you forget. But this now should be pumping fuel into these, all of which are switched on to work. But I have got the security upgrades in, so it's not the most efficient way of having them work. But it does mean that these, which all have security upgrades on as well, should start charging my armour. Good. Right. What was the other thing that we did on the episode? We did Powah. I did have a lot of these on here at one point, but we changed them all to down here. So I could probably do this a bit further than what I'm on in the next episode, but it does mean the episode afterwards we've got a bit more progression. But in Powah, we created the spirited crystals, and we created our first nitro crystals, as well as our spirited capacitors. These just took a while to get enough ingredients to make. This stuff, I'm going to make 64 of these. That is going to take an inordinate amount of time because you only get 16 per recipe, which is enough to make one of these. So you need to do 64 crafts to get enough to get the 64 capacitors, which doesn't sound too bad if it wasn't for the fact that to make these you need a nether star, 2 blocks of redstone, and a block of blazing crystal, which is these. And even then it uses 20 million RF. Now I managed to get a couple built, obviously, because we've got the quest complete. Thanks to our nether star generator over there. But, to show you the process, I have got 9 niotic energizing rods here. And if you see the percentage going up, that's how long it takes. Now, I've got a way that I can automate this in the same way that we automated the soul sand and the wither skulls into the wither spawner with the 2 pretty pipes. I just need to hook a second one up here that only outputs the redstone blocks. So we can still do the 2x2, 2, and then this only outputs the blazing crystal and the nether star. So I can do it, but yeah, that takes a lot. And 20 million RF. That, I mean, that holds a what is it? That stores 30 million. So it'll almost drain the reactor. And even then, we did get given, as a reward, a power cell with 130 storage. So I throw it into here as well. So now our ender cell holds 158 million at full capacity, which is a nice healthy buffer if the reactor runs out of power. Which, with our request and the uranite, shouldn't happen for a long time. So that is pretty much all we managed in the episode that we lost. A little bit of cleaning up there, a little bit of power, got the refined storage completed. We have got a quest to fill an induction cell. Whilst that is doable, an basic induction cell, which holds 3,000 million RF, currently needs 4 storage tablets, that's doable, a basic energy cube, that's doable, and 4 lithium dust, which needs a chemical crystallizer, which needs decondensating from lithium. Where is it? The lithium. Here we go. Let me go back again. Lithium dust comes from lithium in the chemical thingy. We get that lithium from brine. So this liquid lithium in a thermal evaporation controller with brine. We haven't got to those yet. And that is this part of the mechanism tree. Even down to the induction matrix. So what I'm going to do is, after the next episode and the episode afterwards, where we'll get the final couple of bits we need to finish the jetpacks off, maybe even finish the power, the Arctic things as well, so I can start upgrading. Because what I want to do, my end goal, is a pair of a pair of the red reactors. Oh, there we go. 16. A pair of nitro reactors. And that should make power generation a lot better, a lot more efficient. So next couple of episodes is going to be playing with jetpacks and slowly building up the stuff we need to get these up to scratch. And just getting the wither spawner doing its thing for a while, because we need a few more wither stars before we can complete that. And then find a safe place to put that as well. What I'll then do is probably an episode of setting up the refined storage automation, because this some of it works. This one doesn't, and it's because I cannot put infusing items and processing items in at the same point. So that's going to have to work a little bit differently. But what I'll do is I'll get once we've got the 2 reactors, we'll set them up over in our end base. So I might even build a little reactor room just off the back of one of these. Get that all powered up, get our refined storage set up, which is probably going to sit under here. And that should sort everything out. The last thing, I managed to do all of refined storage apart from one piece, which was the dimension card. So I got the range card, so I can use this everywhere, but the dimension card means I can use the wireless grid absolutely everywhere, every dimension, any distance, which is quite good actually. It saves me needing so many of the wireless network, the network receiver transmitters, but to be honest, I'm still going to use them so I can connect them to my magic network as well. But once we've done that, so that's pretty much all that happened in this episode. Like I say, this is just a short one just to recap what happened in the video. So overall, yeah, we did power, emeralds to make spirited crystals, and then we just set the auto crafting loads to make 48 of those. We've got these automated. That bit hard to do at daytime, but you take the photoelectric tile. Let's see if I can spawn one without having a nightmare to deal with. Turn both of those off. Right. You find an Enderman who's just flown off over there. Let's go and grab him. You get your photoelectric cell and you just right click the Enderman. Kills it, but it also then creates a lens of the Ender, which the game just ate. Excellent. Yeah, it's supposed to create a lens of the Ender. What that does is if you right click a solar panel with it, it means the solar panel will work despite having no access to the sky. So great for an underground base. You can have those for a bit of passive power gen. And they did the thermo generator, which runs off water as long as you've got a heat source underneath it, like lava or a magma block, and a magmator, which runs off lava. That gives you really rubbish output. I mean, generates at the fullest level 180 RF per tick. This one, a bit better, 70, 400, 900, 2K, 4,000, just shy of 5,000 RF per tick at the highest level. So I'm going to use that as a backup power source if we're running out of uranium. Not planning on it, but it'll be good to have a backup, especially for things that, I mean, one of those would run my wireless card, because my wireless card does 4,000 RF per tick just for the infinite range. So a couple of those infinitely power my refined storage system. That never powers down even if my reactor runs out, which is the important part, really. Oh, that was pretty much done. What did I say? I did refined storage. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I finally turned my crafter into a that one into the netherite crafter, so we got an extra, I think it was 2 rows of recipes, so plenty there. We may end up making a couple more because we are going to run out of recipes eventually. I did create this large pattern encoder. It works like the pattern grid here, but you can have, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 3, 6, 9, 9 by 9, so 81 inputs with up to 9 outputs. So that is good for some large scale crafting. Like if you've got a slew of machines and you want to input a load of things to craft one item. So you could do that. Might get used a bit later on, but I'm hoping this is a precursor to things like Draconic Evolution coming into the game, where they have got 5x5 and 7x7 crafting grids. That would be nice. So that may get used later on. That's about it. Yeah, everything else you'll see in the next video that comes out, and then video after that will be back on track, finishing off jetpacks and the Powah questline as a whole, and then moving everything to the end, creating our end base, doing the automation properly, and if we have time, maybe look at some compact machines for our ore generation. Do want to look into compact machines, but at the minute we're fine. I think that might get used more if we need machines for magic, but we'll see how that comes. In the meantime, you guys take it steady. Everything's a good one. Comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye bye.